Hold on. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, here's to quote. Welcome back to the I'll Discuss Anything podcast. I'm Patrick. With me today, we've got Noah. Noah, say hello.
Yo.
And Jeff. Jeff, say hello to the people.
Hello to the people.
Here's a message that I got from a guy that I was playing drums with. He said, "Sorry, not sorry. Playing music isn't for me if it's any kind of bother to someone. Ran into an old friend, hadn't seen in years. She got clean, lost track of time. We just met and jammed once. Sorry that your passion for music is governed and practiced by your circumstances, but I'm not built that way." And then, what is the exact that he said after that?
Did this guy live, laugh, love you? It really sounds like that's what I'm getting from this. This man lived, laughed, loved you.
He apologized later. I will return the book. You are still young, and an 8 p.m. stamina drain in the face of playing later is kind of fucked. We could play all night in the morning, but if you're not built like that, then whatever,
you're
bro.
Still young.
Try and meditate. Maybe try again to listen to the ebb and flow of fluid experience.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it.
Did this man tell you to live? To like fucking listen while you have your head dunked in water?
He took a bunch of like
to me.
White woman like Instagram pictures with like meditation poses, doing yoga.
Listen to the ebb and flow of fluid experience. That sounds like he's telling you to fucking drown yourself.
I could use that as a lyric later.
Drown yourself.
Listen to the ebb and flow of liquid experience.
Yeah, like that. I've only ever listened to that while I was submerged underwater. So that's what I would have taken from that. Like, did you just tell me to fucking like drown myself?
The last band I was in, like the last serious band I was in, we did a cover of "Before I Forget" by Slipknot.
Nice.
And I got to do the vocals of Slipknot.
Yeah.
And that shit is rough on your throat. I'm sure, obviously, but doing the screams of what is his name? Something Corey Taylor.
I don't know any band names, man.
Damn.
What
about the Korn guy?
I don't know his name.
His name is. That's his name.
He's a fierce tribal. This
one. Right. Tribal chieftain. Level 7 barbarian.
All right. I was going to say shaman, but that's clearly a spell he's chanting. We need to leave.
Did you guys see that guy that got beat to death in Memphis?
No, but I'm not surprised someone got beat to death.
Yeah, it was by the cops. I mean,
I heard about that.
They pulled over pretextually, and then
I heard
his car, punched him in his face. He like ran away from them.
Ran away screaming for his mother, and then they beat him to death. I heard it was really fucked up, so I purposely went away not to watch it.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you for going out of your way to not watch it. That was some fucked up shit, though. I mean, it's legitimately prime Memphis, though. That is exactly.
I mean, that's real Memphis hours.
That's real Memphis.
Did I tell you about we were going to take a trip to Oklahoma City, right? And
God, why?
Because we have friends there. We're gonna visit friends, and my wife's like, "Hey, I got a great deal on a hotel in Memphis." This is already going.
Is that right?
Yeah. So I'm like, sure, fine, because I trusted her judgment to not land us in fucking like hood shit.
Quick question: do you still?
No.
Okay.
So we pull up to the place. Immediately when I pull up, I'm looking at the building, and the architecture is Spanish style architecture, and the parking lot is like gravel, and I'm like, this building reminds me of living in El Paso and Juarez, and that's not a good sign.
Yeah.
We go in, there's like a door to the vending machines, but it's broken.
You get butterflies in your stomach. You're like, it's just like home.
No, I got pretty tense though. I was like, this is some real shit. Like some shit might go down while I'm here.
Hold on, let me make sure my gun's loaded.
I wish I'd brought it. I really regretted not bringing it with me. I thought we'd be fine. No. But we're going to an airport, so I'd have to leave it in a car.
Yeah,
so
of course. Yeah.
So I was like, I can't, I don't want to leave an expensive weapon in a car in Memphis.
Yeah, I mean, you will lose it. I lost an M1911 in my car.
Yeah, and this was a 40 caliber like Beretta, so like it was a good gun.
You would lose that shit.
So I didn't bring it.
Hold on, you let me dog in.
Okay,
all right,
keep going now.
About 8 p.m. we're trying to get to bed, or at least 7 or 8 p.m. because the flight leaves at like 5 in the morning. We got to be there like 3. Like I'm like, we need to get there like 2 hours early. We need to get through customs.
Yeah,
and we just need to be ready to go. I'm like, you can sleep on the plane, but we got to get up early and get there and get the shit out of the way. So about 7 or 8 at night, while we're trying to sleep, she like nudges me. She's like, "Hey, are you awake?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "I don't feel safe." And I turned around and looked at her and I said, "That's because you're not." I guess I was just used to that from my time living in Juarez.
Little
When I was like,
fucking
"You're not
roach
safe."
motel.
Literally. Yeah, right.
The only hotel I remember staying in, we didn't stay in a hotel for long in Mexico, but the only hotel I remember staying in when we lived in Mexico, a bunch of I remember waking up in the middle of the night and a bunch of ants just crawling across my little body, like my little child body, and I was just like, Mom, Dad, I don't think we should be sleeping here, and they were like, "Go back to sleep." They just were like, "Whatever, it's Mexico, kid. Get used to it."
You're not. Yeah, I've never stayed in a hotel, but we didn't really deal with bugs crawling across us or anything like that when I lived in Mexico.
No, and we never dealt with it in the apartment that we had. I never had that issue.
So I guess that was just a particularly shitty hotel.
Probably. I mean, God, how would I know? I had no reference for what a good hotel was at the time. I was a little tiny child, little baby boy.
But yeah, it's like, "That's because you're not." And I was like, "We have 2 options. The airport does not close. They will let you sleep there. I was like, or we can stay here and just hope for the best."
Yeah. What did you choose?
It's the second option.
Have you ever slept in an airport?
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
It's all right.
The only time I've ever slept in an airport, I just remember it being the worst sleeping experience.
If they have the chairs where you can pull up the guardrails, you can make yourself a little bed.
Really?
Yep.
That's definitely not what we had. I had those little tiny plastic ones where it was you have to sleep sitting up.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Some airports, some of the bigger ones even have actual sleeping pods.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like Japanese, sleeping pod hotel things?
I don't know if the one I saw wasn't quite that nice. It was just a little sleeping area where the lights were dimmed and there was some little sound foam curtain basically to drown out the sound, and they're like, "Yeah, you pay I don't know, $10-15, you could sleep here."
We should all go to Japan and stay in a capsule hotel.
Isn't Japan kind of hostile foreigners?
But going and sleeping specifically in a capsule hotel doesn't sound like a great idea.
Just one night. Spend one night in a capsule.
Is it
hotel.
Japan kind of hostile foreigners though?
I mean, you're brown. You'll be fine. They're not gonna be able to tell.
Bro, I'm barely brown.
They're not gonna be able to tell the difference.
I'm light coffee brown.
What is it?
Call me vanilla brown.
What is it my dad calls you? The Chinese guy that's not Chinese?
Yeah, that's my villain name.
Your villain name is
the man who looks Chinese but isn't actually Chinese.
The fake Chinaman. Yeah,
Parents, my God.
Misrepresenting yourself on your college application won't go unpunished, fake Chinaman.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that show on Adult Swim that they had that was about was it called Minority Report?
It's called Minority Team.
Minority.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, it wasn't funny, but I remember it being was it just offensive for offensive sake?
It was just offensive. And it wasn't there was no jokes. It was just offensive.
Do you guys remember a television show that came out I think it was probably early 2000s, late 90s, where they would just take they would just take a white family and then a minority family, and they would literally just dress they would dress the families up in fucking whiteface and blackface, and then they would have them try and just try and experience a fucking week in their life.
No,
that sounds wild though.
No, that's some dumb bullshit that happened.
Is that real?
Yes, that's fucking real.
What channel paid for such a thing?
I don't.
I
want to
say.
Okay.
It's got to be BET, right? It's got to be we dressed up these white motherfuckers and made them live in the hood for a week.
My brain is telling me TLC, but that may just be because TLC posted some fucking heinous shit back in the day.
The name of the show is All Good in the Hood.
Give me a minute. I will find that shit
it's
for
just
you. I'll tell you the fucking name of that show.
It's good in the hood, and the logo is just the good is white, and then the hood letters is black.
The O's are gunshots. Bullet impacts.
Jesus Christ. Do you remember Wife Swap? That was
Yeah.
basically the plot of Wife Swap. Was
That
they
was
would
also
get
just some fucking heinous shit.
yeah, they would just get like
Very
here's a white
successful
woman.
people and very like it wasn't it was classes though. It wasn't like it wasn't always white and black.
Classist? Yeah,
like, it was
absolutely.
always someone who was like very very poor.
Yes.
And like someone who was obviously very successful. It's like, this is, such and such. He's like a colonel in the Air Force and his wife's a doctor. And we're switching with this man. He is a Rastafari musician part-time and his wife smokes the reefer.
Yeah, pretty much. That was the whole show. I remember the children were the ones that suffered the most in that show. It was just they would talk to the kids and the kids would be so confused.
The kids would like be like awkward and like confused. Like, why is this man talking to me basically? Which I don't blame them. Like,
Of course, it's not your fucking
I would have been
dad.
the same way.
Yeah, it's not your fucking dad. Why are these guys talking to me this way? They always tried to like apply
Black White from FX.
It's called what?
Black White.
Black
It was
White?
on FX.
Show me a picture. Show me a picture of this show. I have to see it with my
We
own
are
eyes.
speed running getting canceled today.
Future Patrick, put up a picture of Black White on FX. Put up whatever picture you can find that's the most entertaining. That's got to be. Sure. How many seasons did it go for, Jeff? Is that one of those shows that went for one season and then people were like, "You can't put this on television"?
My man, I don't know, but it wouldn't surprise me if they figured out what the fuck they were doing and got
It
canceled
was-
after
it
like
was
4
me.
fucking episodes.
It was you.
Yeah, I showed up and I was like, you can't put this on television.
Showed up with the fucking knife and a bag of marbles.
So says the man who looks Chinese but isn't actually Chinese.
My God, it's the fake Chinaman. He's here. He's taking down the show.
Here you go. Just watch like the first 2 seconds of this fucking video.
Okay, hold on, Patrick. I'm gonna just play it into the
Favorite
microphone. You
No,
just
no.
put it up on screen.
No, I've already got it muted.
Oh, you've got it muted. Okay.
Yeah, it's just so you can
Favorite
see
weapon.
what happens on that fucking show.
My God.
What's up? What's up?
Once
what's up?
again, there was some fucking heinous shit.
Favorite weapon, bag of marbles.
My God. I'm sorry. Here you go, Noah. Take a look.
What do we got?
Have a fucking gander.
What the fuck? Did I just see a man in like full blackface?
Yes, absolutely. That is 100% what that
You
the
saw
show
a man
is.
in full blackface on a fucking show. Just hit play.
Oh my god.
Damn, dude, what happened to your arm, Jeff?
Huh? Oh, it's from an IV.
Oh, Jesus. You all right? Jesus.
Yeah, I had a wisdom tooth cut out.
Oh, I was going to say, why an IV mark?
It was, oh yeah. It's the only IV I've ever gotten where it just fucking burned the instant somebody put the needle in. I'm pretty sure that bitch didn't know what she was doing.
So, Noah, what do you think of Black White? Is it black to white?
No, it's black period, white period.
Black, white. Got it.
Well, I can't say I'm a fan. It's funny that someone thought this was a good idea. Like,
What year did that come on? Is that like new or is that old?
I've never been able to adequately explain my sense of humor because it's like basically the more over the top and absurd something is, the funnier I think it is, and it gets me in trouble sometimes because I'll laugh at some fucked up things.
Yeah.
But it's because like in my mind I'm just interpreting them in the goofiest fucking fashion.
It's not absurdism. Your sense of humor isn't absurdism. Your sense of humor is like you find a lot of humor in people not being aware of how absurd something that they're doing is.
yeah, basically
you find a lot of humor in somebody doing something, and then you're just like, holy shit, you cannot do
Holy
that.
shit, you think this is okay?
Yeah,
That's
you-
hilarious.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Sir.
so to answer your questions, Black White aired on FX from original release on March 8th to April 12th in 2006.
2006.
It ran for 6 episodes.
Okay, I was gonna say there's no way that got more than a season.
Yeah.
Imagine if Black White got 12 seasons, which is the most successful show on FX.
Yeah, no.
No, absolutely not.
Now, I'll hit you with this one. Imagine that released last year.
Oh, dude.
How fast would that shit be fucking canceled?
First off, the biggest change would be that the makeup would be better. They wouldn't just have shoe polish on their face.
God damn.
Yeah.
That was 100% just we
That
put
one
shoe
dude,
polish
that
on
one
these
dude looked
white-
like an Easter egg, man.
I
Like,
know. We put shoe polish on these white people. Now they're living in the hood and living it up.
Find out how it goes on All Good in the Hood.
It's just a smash cut to the guy like just being like, "You think this is funny, motherfucker? You think this is funny?" He's got a gun. The guy's
Someone would like get offended.
100%, dude. Like, what did they think was gonna? So, what's the idea? They take them, they put them in blackface, and they put them in the hood. They just put them in the projects.
Here,
Are the families actually from different
straight off of
classes?
their Wikipedia
Sure,
page.
yeah, the Wikipedia.
Because
All
it
right.
could both be successful families.
Sure, I guess so.
All right, so it says Black White is an American reality television series that aired on FX. The series premiered on March 8th, 2006, and supposedly documented 2 voluntary families of 3, one white and the other black, in which, through studio quality makeup. Okay,
Oh, is that what they call that?
Yeah, if you fucking say so.
Some
I guess.
shoe polish.
The 2 families
Dude,
would
like a chocolate
give off a facade appearance of portraying a race that isn't their own. Wow, is that how you get through politically correct way of saying, hey, we put these people in blackface and
For
whiteface?
real. So wait, did they put some black people in whiteface?
Yeah, it's 2
I want to see
families.
that one. I
Mr.
want to see those
Potato Head
guys.
looking ass.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find some.
Okay. Keep
some
reading
fucking
though.
pictures.
I want to. What's the rest of the synopsis? Where did they put them?
Okay.
Your mother's house.
Facade of
Yo mama's
to give off a
bed.
facade appearance of portraying as a race that isn't their own for social experiment purposes. It garnered controversy for its subject matter and perceived reinforcement of racial stereotypes. No fucking
surely
shit.
not.
No shit. Jesus Christ.
Despite the show giving off the impression all of the families were genuine. Only the African American Sparks family were an actual family, so they put a bunch of
what?
white actors. in
No, they
fucking
were all
blackface.
actors.
Every one of them were actors, apparently.
No, the Sparks family was the only actual family.
And they were
Yeah, that means the
black.
black actors were also actors, right? For the most part.
And they agreed to
are
do
you,
this.
Are you telling me the Sparks family was the only like black people?
It says only the African American Sparks family were an actual family. They were an
Oh my
actual
God.
family. They got
They
a bunch
put
of
a bunch
fucking
of white actors in
they
blackface.
put a bunch of white actors in blackface, and we're like, yeah, we can get away with this.
Oh my god.
This
Can
is
I-
why you shouldn't do too many drugs.
I'm sorry. You think that we could buy this on DVD? You think
I
they've got it
don't want
released?
to buy it. I don't want that on my fucking purchase history.
Okay,
man.
okay. Hear me out though.
I ain't watching that
No.
shit.
Okay.
Once again, it's hit the point where no.
You can say whatever you want, and I'll hear you, and
I
I'll
want
listen,
to.
but I'm not watching that shit.
I want to
Why
record.
would you waste your time listening?
I
you
wanna
know where it's going.
I don't know, man.
I
I'm
just
too
want to.
lenient.
I just want to record our reactions. That's all.
You ain't recording shit from me except my absence.
You know it would be prime content.
You
Us just
can
being
put-
the moment some white motherfucker as an actor walks out on the screen in shoe polish
You
face.
can show an empty space on your couch and be like, "This is where Noah would have been."
This is where Noah would be if he hated himself.
We watch anything of white black coming 2024.
I won't be there.
Oh, dude. All right. If this show ever becomes anything and I ever make money out of it, I will pay you to sit through one episode of White Black and I'll make it worth your while.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
I'll give you $1,000 to sit
I'll
through
watch it for
one.
that $1,000.
Yeah. Exactly. See?
I gotta have some justification if you ask me what the fuck I was doing
They'll
there.
pay you $1,000 to watch 6 episodes of content and just be like, what the fuck were these people?
God, I can't believe that's real in 2006 too. But I guess 2006 was around like the height of American like xenophobia, racism against like Middle Eastern people. Like that was 5 years after 9/11. That people pretty much hated brown people.
They recorded
around.
so many attacks against Indians
What in around 2001?
post 9/11.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Because
COVID
Americans
against
you know,
Chinese people.
the type
too.
of people who actually give a shit about that are too fucking stupid to understand it. Like the Middle East is a region, and there are different cultures and subcultures.
Hell, not to mention the fact that like there was a lot of attacks against Sikhs at that time, right? And I was like, that's not even the same fucking religion.
Not
you
even that, but
idiots.
Sikhs are diametrically opposed.
Yeah, they literally, like if I'm not mistaken, the reason they're supposed to carry around a dagger is to fight tyranny, and it's like, what are you fucking doing? Just leave those people alone.
It's odd because we live in Mississippi that you see the you see like the actual like unapologetic racism here a lot more, I think.
Yeah.
Against Middle Eastern people specifically.
I mean, against people like
True. We see a lot of racism in general, probably in our daily lives more than most people do. I would guess.
Not me, man. I am
so much
culturally accepted wherever I go.
I thought you were going to say, "I am the racism."
I am the danger.
I don't so much see a lot of it.
man,
these
it's
days,
called a
other than
slur
when
and
it
you
hits
think
the
that
fucking
of me.
news.
What'd you say, Jeff?
I don't really see a lot of it these days unless it hits the fucking news because I stay home and I don't fuck around and find
I
out.
experienced it a good bit when I was actually working in person.
I mean, yeah.
Well, yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean, people would just say shit to me because I'm Hispanic.
Yeah. Well,
Like, what the fuck am I going to
do?
do? Like, I don't know, mostly like jokes, fucking talk in like broken English and shit like that.
Jokes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
Jesus.
think it's fucking hilarious. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever had people, anyone come up and be like, "Hey, I'm getting some work done in X area. Do you know anybody?"
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. People come up and like make the like do a Mexican accent and like lazy Mexican, tired Mexican guy.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
I mean, they don't do the accent. They're not smart enough to know the accent. But,
Okay.
I mean, they'll just talk in what they think is broken English with
Oh
like
my
a very
God.
with their own accent.
Dude,
basically.
how often do people instead of saying thank you say gracias to you?
People will say hola to me a lot.
Jesus Christ. That's
Yeah.
insanely cringe. I'm
Yeah,
getting
it is
secondhand
very
cringe.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that makes me.
But it
so-
hasn't happened so much since I'm not there in person. I guess that just drives him to be a normal motherfucker for once in their life. You could fucking. I can hear the acid in my voice. Like, wow, that was angry.
What if do you, does that happen to black people where somebody will come up and like click at them or something? Like, what's the version of that
Holy
for black
fucking
guys?
shit!
You're in an office.
I would lose my shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
We just got done talking about what your sense of humor is.
Yeah.
That would be the
Just the
funniest
fucking
shit in the world.
audacity
Yeah, exactly.
of doing that.
okay, so we're fucking joking, but is that not like the fucking equivalent of what happened in the fucking 90s? A nerdy ass white kid walks up to the black guy, "Hey, my man,
Oh,
how are
yeah,
you doing?" You're like, that is
absolutely.
literally
Yeah.
Like, it's like, what do you do? We're gonna take African American vernacular English.
Yeah, I'm not ashamed to say that at one point in my life I thought that was cool, and I thought that was what black people wanted me to do. I was that stupid. I was that like young and
For
impressionable.
anyone
and
still
stupid.
confused, what most people want is just for you to be a normal motherfucker.
Yeah, just be a normal motherfucker.
If you actually talk that way, that's fine.
Dude,
If you're changing the way you speak, that's not okay.
yeah, it's called something, right? It's
If
called
you're
like,
an asshole,
No,
be
it's
an
called
asshole.
it's something
switching or something?
Code switching. That's it.
yeah.
If
it's,
you're racist, just fuck off.
It's a psychological thing where like you do that because you think it makes people more comfortable around you.
Yes, yeah.
But I don't think that's what these people were doing. But yeah.
You're telling me that when people greeted you with "Hola," they didn't think that it was making you more comfortable.
I'm almost 100% sure that isn't what they had in mind.
Fuck. Why people in Mississippi got to be so stupid?
I doubt it's a Mississippi thing. Like,
Oh, I'm sure it's an everywhere thing. but-
yeah, I'm sure it's an everywhere thing.
I don't even know.
It's a little frustrating though because I'm
It's a
fucking
very
mixed
American
race.
thing.
So like, if I went to Mexico, I would just get the same shit for being American.
I'm sure. Yeah, people would be like, "Hello."
So it's fucking annoying.
Yeah, people would probably speak at you with a country accent in Mexico.
It is cool though. I do have the perspective of just being an outsider all my life.
Yeah. Does that give you any like increasingly impressive insight into modern day American life?
Not really. I generally just like I don't know. I think it's part of the reason that I don't really care what other people are doing or like what their beliefs are. Like
Oh, thank God.
I'm just kind of like, man, if you're not hurting anyone else, I don't care what you're doing.
We're a table of extremely like quiet, closed off people for the most part. I mean, you guys work at home, and 9 times out of 10 now, my hobby, if you could call it that, or like doing something where it's like, Patrick, what are you doing for the rest of the day? And I'll be like, well, I'm going to sit in my room and edit videos for the next 7 hours. That's what I do with my time. We're extremely quiet people. I feel like we lose a little bit of understanding of what it means to be like extremely social all the time, and the people around us like we're kind of outsiders in general in that way is what I mean. We're the antisocial Magic the Gathering playing Dungeons and Dragons tabletop role playing kids. I mean, when's the last time you went hunting and mud riding with the fellers or went down to the bar?
I've been to the bar.
That's true. You have been to the bar.
It's not that great.
No,
Are you
it's
talking
not.
about when you and me and our wives go out and drink at the fucking?
I mean,
Oh my God, you guys having swinger parties over here? Jesus.
wild, bro.
What?
Is that what swinger parties are?
When you go out and drink, that's
Motherfucker,
absolutely
are you
what
really
swinger
playing
party is,
stupid
man.
here?
I think. Oh, I'm thinking of.
I'm sorry, you're saying he's a swinger?
No, I'm think. I said the wrong word. Mixers.
I was like,
swingers, like were you?
I thought you were joking, so I just went with it.
No, I was legitimately like, I was like that Japanese thing where like you get a bunch of people together and you all go out for drinks. It's like a mixer thing.
Yeah. No,
But swingers is something entirely.
that's why I was like, yeah, man, that's absolutely what that is.
The moment Jeff was like, "Are you playing stupid?" It clicked in my head what that actually was, and I was like, "No, I just
like you-
actually that's stupid, Jeff. I'm
I
sorry.
was like, you degen motherfucker. I know you know what that word means.
No, I'm just retarded.
That's
I'm
why I thought
sorry.
he was joking. It's like Patrick knows what that actually means.
No, I just mixed up mixers and swingers in my head. I don't think I've ever met a single swinger in my life. Is that a common thing?
That's not true. Wasn't I don't want to call his name, but someone you've had on a show it was. I'll tell you after the show, just to protect his privacy. But
You could just lean off to the side where the mics can't hear you.
No, I think I know who he's talking about. No, I don't think they were swingers. No, actually they were. They
Dude,
were.
they were
They totally were.
absolutely
Yeah,
swingers.
they are
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. You know what? I've known one swinger in my life. I guess that answers how
and
common
for the
that
most
is.
part, he was a normal motherfucker. So
Yeah, it's true. I've been invited to swinger stuff before. I think that's
handle that.
I'm not interested. Thank you though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a whole bunch of shit I don't want to stick my dick in. Goodbye.
You guys ever been invited to anything weird like that?
I don't think it's anything like that specifically. No.
I wouldn't be surprised if you've been like invited to an orgy or something. I could see
Me?
you getting invited to a threesome or an orgy or something.
Why?
I've been involved in
'Cause
an
you're-
orgy, but that was when I was in fucking college, and everyone does stupid shit when they're in college. So
How did that go? Was it as obnoxious as it seems like everybody says?
Sounds
that
like
it
a
is?
lot of work.
Yeah, right.
yes, that was when I figured out I had a strong libido, but I didn't actually like most people and don't fucking care.
Wait, do you want to tell the story? Is there a story behind it or anything that's entertaining?
Not one that doesn't just cause cringe.
Was a bag of marbles
I'm not
involved?
down with that.
How many people got stabbed?
All the women,
Well,
some of the
Bruh.
men,
Bruh,
some of the men.
I'm gonna cut you off right there.
you fucking ask. I don't know why you go cut anybody off after asking a fucking question.
I'm
my
willing
guy.
to hear
You're
the
just trying
cringe.
to answer.
I'm willing to hear the cringe.
yeah,
if you're willing
but
to
I'm
tell
not
it.
willing to tell it. That's
Oh,
the thing.
okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't understand why you would think I would get invited though.
It just seems like something like
if
you
you-
would be standoffish and like people would be like, oh, he's dark and mysterious, and he's.
No, I'm pretty sure most people are just like, he's angry and standoffish.
And in Mississippi, I could see some like redneck girl being like, he's exotic.
Kill me.
You've lived here your whole life. You know there's somebody out there, some dumb bitch who is like, yeah, we should invite the Hispanic. She'd say just say the Mexican fella.
Fucking dying of cringe.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Mississippi, man.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell the story, but if you want just general facts about it, it was in a fucking dorm filled with high school students that were there for summer college, and they got the fucking basement closed down.
Were you?
I was one of the high school
Okay.
students.
Okay.
My God.
I thought we were about to have a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, to put things in even more,
I don't know
like,
if I
fuck,
want you to.
oh, you don't want any more cringe? Okay. So you guys understand. I was kind of ahead in life when it came to school. So guess my age when I was involved in that.
Probably the younger side, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, I was 16.
Good God. You participated in an orgy at 16 years old?
With a whole bunch of other fucking nerdy ass fucking high school students who were there for summer college.
How many people are we talking?
Why are nerds the biggest degens?
Because they've got nothing else to fucking do. They got nothing. They got no other pussy.
It's so weird. It's like it's not what you'd expect.
It was like 7 to 10 people. There were people who were there for a short period of time and then were like, oh fuck, what am I doing and left?
You're saying like
That's
people
a good reaction.
guys who busted and then we're like, this is not what I had in mind.
I thought I was down for some degen ass shit, but no, I don't think I really am.
I don't know if I'm down for this, guys.
I had a threesome once in my life. Once.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah, and the moment after I busted, I was like, I am not into
Clarity
this.
hit.
Yeah, I was like, never mind. I never want to do this again. I just found out I'm not big on sharing. I don't know.
A lot of people aren't, so
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
I'm big into monogamy.
Like
I think.
like I said, my stance earlier is like, if you're not hurting one, I don't care.
Absolutely,
I don't
of
give a
course.
shit if
Yeah.
someone's swinging.
Yeah, me too. I don't give a shit. I can't do it, but more power to you if you're able to do that and like it makes you happy. Why do I care? Who am I to tell you no? Especially, like, I don't know. I'm probably the biggest degenerate at the table, and I just mixed up swingers and mixers.
You see, you say that, and then I'm pretty sure that me and Noah may put you to fucking shame there, but we're just a lot quieter about it.
Well, you know,
real cheese moving silence.
I learned when I had COVID when I was off for Christmas. I finally spent the time to learn how to search E621 for what I was looking for. That was the biggest accomplishment I had for that time.
And then he promptly showed it to me.
Oh no!
And then I was like, Noah,
And then he gave me shit for using it.
You've got to get into this, my man. I've learned. It was
You were born in the dark. I was molded by it.
It would surprise me.
no, it's just like I already knew how to do this, man. Like, it's just not even
What are you
entertaining.
talking about, my boy? Here, let me show you something else. Oh no!
That's a Meat Canyon voice, where he's just like, my boy, let me tell you.
I gotta tell you, I
Who is
fucking
Meat
hated
Canyon?
that shit. Why did you show me that?
Oh yeah, you've never seen Meat Canyon? He's
It's that thing that he showed me the other day, and I was like, I'm not gonna show it to you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm out.
Yeah, there you go.
Meat Canyon is he makes horror parody stuff on YouTube, animations specifically.
That one you showed me was not a horror parody. That was just fucking closeted degen bullshit.
You think so? I mean, like, I think that, like,
it was a bunch of sexual vor nonsense. There's
Yeah.
no way.
I mean, it's body horror. It was definitely body horror.
I mean, I would say his art style was body horror, but beyond the art style, I would not say that the subject matter was horror.
That was just the most recent thing he had made. I wouldn't even say that was good or even one of his better things. I doubt he would even like it, but it was just
How much shock do you think a person has to wake up to concerning body horror before they just die from it?
I mean, well, okay, so humans can die from shock, but we're a lot better than most species at just not. So to be honest, it's pretty hard to get a person to die from shock.
You think so?
I mean, yes, it's fast. I mean, like, there are lots of creatures that will just die from shock because you fucking scared them. Like, haha, just a
Yeah.
prank, bro, and they're off to the fucking
Yeah, but I'm
next.
saying, like, if you fucking woke up and were like this is body horror. If you woke up and you were like permanently altered, I feel like there's a pretty good chance the average person would just like shut down.
I mean, there's like, they may shut down. They'll go in, they'll go into mental shock, but it's very hard to kill a person with mental shock. We'll eventually we'll sit there and we'll wait for a fucking predator to come fucking murder us, but they're not gonna die from the shock. They're gonna die from sitting there and doing nothing when something else murders them most of the time.
Fair enough.
I almost killed a hamster one time through shock.
By yelling at it.
No, I was a little kid. And it was- it was
Why
just
did you have to preface it with that?
I don't know. If
Because like if you fuck up real bad and you're a little kid, then it makes a little bit more sense.
I don't know if I'm ready for this.
I just gave him a bath.
What the fuck?
I gave him a bath.
He's going to do it anyway.
Yeah,
All right.
I was like 10, and I gave my hamster a bath in the sink in like the dumbest fashion. Like, I just put him under the running water, and I was like, we're just gonna wash you with soap and shit.
So you just took a small mammal, picked it up, and,
Yes.
and was like, hey, I'm just going to shove you underwater for a minute while it runs.
Yet no idea how like the laws of thermodynamics would just sap the heat from its body. Like, just nothing.
I mean, okay, so you said it's a hamster, so at least it's not as susceptible to fucking dying because it's wet as like a chinchilla.
No.
Like, but I can understand. Like, you're a kid, you're like, oh, I'm supposed to be clean. Maybe I should clean my hamster. Yeah. Okay, so I can kind of understand that. But did it die, or were you able to save it?
No, we were able to save it. My dad gave it like little hamster CPR or something. Like my dad like gave it like chest compressions with his fingers, and it like started moving again. I don't know if that was like, I don't know if the chest compressions did anything or what.
Yeah.
But I know that I put it under the water. It started wriggling, and I was like, "It's okay, it'll be fine. Just relax." And then it stopped moving, and I freaked out. My dad was like, "You just killed your hamster through shock." That was how I learned what shock was.
I'm not gonna name the game, but I was playing like on a roleplay server on a game that I enjoy, and this dude was like fucking removed all my character's limbs while I was under anesthetic.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, right. And I went into like it was on a roleplay server, so like they had a method of like talking out of character. And I went in and I was like, what are you doing, my guy? And he was like, I'm removing your limbs. And I was like, fair enough, I see that.
Yeah.
So I was like, would you like some feedback on like this, fucking horror gimmick you got going? And he was like, sure. And I was like, if my character wakes up from this, I have two options in character. One, just start screaming, or two, just die. Like, humans don't handle this well. Like, if you
amputating all your limbs.
Yeah, if you wake up and you have no limbs, you're just either going to scream, you're going to like shut down, or you're just going to die from the shock of not having limbs anymore.
But to put things back in perspective, once again, humans are much more resilient to such a thing. That's why we survive when surgery amputations happen.
You did say though that they may just shut down, which is one of the options I gave him. I was like, my point to him was that this being a roleplay server, I don't have a lot of realistic options from here.
You remember Metal Gear Solid 5 where they wake you up at the beginning and they say like, it's mine. You can just put it wherever.
You set that over
there? Yeah. Remember he's like, I've also got some bad news. Look down and look at your left arm, and then like the character looks at their left arm and there's like, it's just like a nub, and then like the screen starts shaking and you hyperventilate and stuff. I was talking about that to my niece the other day, and all I could think was like, if I woke up from a coma, like first I would probably panic about the coma, but like if I woke up from the coma and then they were like, and you're missing your left arm, the left arm part would probably be like the least worrisome part to me. I think I would probably like, I don't know, I would just be disappointed. I would just be like significantly disappointed and be like, because like I woke up from a coma. I'm sure something bad happened to me.
A lot of people like wake up and need to like reacclimate, basically. Like, because there's even if it's only been a week, like that's a lot to miss.
How have you gotten with your Russian? Are you better at Russian now?
No, I stopped for a while.
Damn, why?
I just forgot.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I just got busy with other stuff and just forgot to practice.
I completely forgot. I did the same thing with Japanese, where I was just like, the moment I learned that Japanese had like hieroglyphics, I was like, all right, I don't have the time to
hieroglyphics.
Yeah,
probably talking about kanji.
Yeah, kanji. It's basically hieroglyphics. Like, there's no way to read it unless you just know what it means by looking at it. Some kanji are combinations of other kanji, but sometimes hieroglyphics are combinations of other hieroglyphics, and that's how you read it. But that's basically
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's quite an undertaking.
That's the third writing system you learn.
It's true. I learned the other two.
Hiragana and katakana?
Yeah. I'm not good at katakana, but hiragana I learned, and then I learned a little bit of katakana, and then once we got into kanji, I was like, so you're telling me there's no way I can reasonably read this?
Don't a lot of Japanese software like automatically convert the two to one of the most common writing systems?
Yeah. It's not phonetic basically at all. So what you do if you like type in stuff into a Japanese like language system, I've got Japanese as a keyboard on my phone just so that me and Reed can meme at each other.
I only say that because that was a thing they pointed out in Dad of Light. I watched Dad of Light recently.
Oh, dude, you watched Dad of Light? Yeah. What did you think?
I liked it.
Yeah, isn't it
really
charming?
Story. Yeah.
I know. It's one of the most charming basic ass advertisements I've ever seen.
Yeah.
They're just selling.
Play Realm Reborn.
Yeah, exactly. For those of you who don't know, if you're listening to this, Dad of Light is Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn's soap opera? What would you call that?
Call it I'd call it a drama.
Yeah, it's a drama about a kid who is trying to reconnect with his dad, and his dad plays Final Fantasy 14, and the kid starts playing a female character in Final Fantasy 14, and then like basically catfishes his dad.
Well, the kid was playing first. Like he approaches his dad because his dad doesn't know how to play like at all.
It's like the South Park where he's like, Stan, I've got the sword.
How do I give it to you?
How do I give it to you?